Alright, everybody, welcome back to the Spiral Podcast. Today's the Reaction Monday, where I react to social media takes that I've seen, really just anywhere on social media, and then I just give my opinion on them. And so I'm just gonna start with the first one I saw, and somebody posted that, and they said that Texas has the best uniforms in college football. So I mean, if you haven't seen my last video, I talked about it, and I didn't have Texas in my top 5 best uniforms, but I do think they are pretty clean. They're pretty much just white with like Texas on them, and I do like how they look, but they're a little basic to me and just they're not super clean. So that's why I don't really have them in my top 5, and I just definitely don't think they're the best uniforms. You have the Oregons, UNCs, like Ohio State, like all those teams have way better. Florida State even. I pick all those guys over Texas's uniforms. And then the next take I saw was that Michigan is the best program in college football, like of all time. So of course, everybody will say how they have the most wins in college football. But like first of all, a lot of those wins came from like terrible schools, like way early on. Because Michigan's a pretty old program, if you don't know. So they have a lot of wins. Like a lot of their wins are a little questionable. Like they beat teams called Windsor Club from Canada. Another team they beat was called Lake Forest Rush Medical. Another was Chicago Harvard Club. Like just teams like that. And they technically have 10 championships, which isn't even top 5 of all time. But even over half of those came from like when college football was like barely a sport. Yeah, like early 1900s we're talking about, and there's like way less competition. This season was like the first one that they actually won one since 1997, which is pretty long if you're going to consider yourself the best program in college football to me. There's been way more schools with the same amount of natties or more natties and close to the same amount of wins. I just don't think they're the best program. They have the most wins, but some of those are questionable and they don't have as many natties, which I think national championships are probably more important than wins, because you can beat crap teams every year, but if you're not winning national championships, then you can't really be, you can't say that you're still one of the best teams of all time, the best team of all time especially. So that's just a bad take to me. And then the third one I saw was that Florida has the best stadium in college football. So I actually already made a video about this as well, but I'm just gonna name a few. These are probably better than Florida's. So I got Michigan's is better, Alabama's, LSU, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Penn State, like Tennessee, Oregon. I would even put the Rose Bowl over it. Like the Swamp is a good stadium. It has a good environment, but for me, it's just not amazing. I don't really like how, like, I like the architecture, but I don't like how a lot of the seats are cut off, or like there's like it says this is the Swamp. I don't really like that. I don't know. That's just me personally. I don't really like how the whole stadium is orange. I think it looks kind of outdated in a way. Just like anything that's like a college stadium just looks bad to me. Like at least like that type of colored. So I don't think it's the best stadium in college football by any means. There's like way better stadiums that I would definitely like over Florida's. But those are my Reaction Monday 3 social media takes I've seen. A lot of these are controversial. I think a lot of fans just have whatever team they cheer for, they have really crazy takes about their team. But, I like seeing these takes on social media, and I like reacting to them. So, thank you guys all for watching to me about my opinions on these takes on social media. See you in the next one.